Hey everyone, and welcome to The Witcher 2 Lorethrough, episode 11. In case you've been wondering where this has been, well, I've gone full-time on Twitch, but I am still finishing this Witcher 2 Lorethrough. But from now on, the Witcher stories, etc., everything else is going to be on Patreon first, on Twitch second, and eventually on YouTube. So if you're looking to see more Witcher stories, then that's going to be on Twitch, and it'll also be a lot slower than it used to be. What, Jinsey? Even slower? Yeah, I know. I didn't think it was possible either. Anyway, last time we left off, we were just about to go and talk to Iorveth after having done some witchy things, and this is probably like the best part of this chapter, I'm gonna say. That and the walking through Flotsam. Both. Bit of both. How's Iorveth? Of course it's good. Hey, buddy.
We need a ruse. Tell Letho you've captured me and want to hand me over to him.
And you?
I'll be unarmed, hands bound. If you're not lying, his reaction will confirm it. I don't trust you, of course. My warriors will cover us if you try anything stupid.
I get it.
I don't think so. Do anything stupid and they'll tie you down on an anthill, face-coated with honey. You'll scream so loud even the storm riders will hear you.
Are you always so grandiose? We could just tell Letho to own up.
I'd
Et
fail
men
men
hier
here
die tenverde.
Conquer with courage rather than strength.
Precisely.
Exactly. Let's go. If he's betrayed me, Letho is a dead man.
If, right? Isn't he badass? Yes, he is. Of course he is. Thank you for agreeing with me. Hey, Letho.
Geralt of Rivia, what's the meaning of this?
I'm here to negotiate.
Iorveth, the woodland fox, caught at last. I underestimated you.
There's actually a really funny video, or at least I think it's really funny, of this conversation, but like looping, and I'll link it in the description because it cracked me up the first time I saw it. It's about Geralt's amnesia, so, you know.
Who are you?
You really don't remember?
I'm sick of that question.
So it's true. And here I feared that you would ruin it all. I am Letho of Gullet. I'm a Kingslayer.
Joke's over. Unbind me.
He's not happy. Then again, he did get betrayed just then. Also, if you're wondering if Letho is actually in the books, he's not. He's not in the books.
Tell me who you're working for, and the elf is yours.
We work for ourselves.
We?
The Kingslayers.
Kinda lying here, by the way.
Demavend? Foltest? Who else? Who the hell are you?
We've met, Geralt. Do you remember?
No.
I'll never forget it. You saved my life. White Wolf. We fought side by side. Now we'll cross blades. This wouldn't be necessary if I'd killed Iorveth first.
Cedric and orcs will drown in their own blood.
Oh, I don't think so. My men will finish their task long before the Scoia'tael in the Pontar Valley realize you're dead.
See, all of this, or these things, are actually things you see on Roach's path, so I can't really say anything about that yet. Or, like, everything that he talks about now, you also... Yeah, you kind of meet them. Not for long, but you do, so, you know.
Seret and Ox. Who are they?
Kingslayers the Scoia'tael are assisting in the Pontar Valley, in Upper Edirn.
He always sounds angry. Doesn't matter what he says.
I wondered what a human was doing among the Scoia'tael.
My enemy's enemy is my friend. Know the saying? The Scoia'tael are my brothers in vengeance.
Or not really anymore.
You killed Foltest. You'll answer for that.
You're the only one who saw it happen. You'll do the answering.
I shan't. Also, I'm gonna double back a bit so we can have all of the conversations, because there's some conversation that you can still have that you can't have anymore, so be right back. Right, so now we can ask about Kieran as well.
Kieran ep Esnalin told me you want to eliminate Iorveth.
Even if I do, why would you help me?
Yeah, man.
Bledded one.
Bledded one! Okay, so I'm gonna skip this, of course. Now, real quick. I'm gonna show you some different paths to Iorveth. Because the first path I'm gonna show you isn't the path that I take as canon, obviously. But I want to show you this one anyway, because I never see it anywhere on YouTube. Like, no one has ever done this and recorded it, apparently. But there's a thing that you can do on, like, the boat. Like, okay, well, anyway, you'll see, but it's kind of counterintuitive, so I guess I get why people don't do it. Basically, I'm gonna punch Iorveth in the throat for my first go, and then the second one I'll do it right, okay? So you'll get to see that path first, right? We'll skip this real quick. Why are you killing kings? Oh my god, I'm so confused. And all this and stuff. Yeah, okay. We don't have to fight.
This doesn't need to end in blood. Tell me everything.
Enough of this farce. Vedrai, Enlay!
What game are you playing?
One that you just lost.
Give me my sword.
Right, so now I punch him in the throat instead. I'm so sorry. Oh my god. Please forgive me.
Get the Kingslayer!
I have to kill you.
Try it, but I'm no king.
Okay, this fight really sucks on hard mode.
Such a pity we're on opposite sides.
Because he's tedious as hell.
I see you still know how to fight.
And fall, also. Yeah, he spams a bunch of things
Why
and...
do you hound me?
They think I killed Foltest.
Pretty
It's your own
much.
fault for playing soldier boy.
Soldier boy up in this hell. Sorry. I had to. Letho! Stop being a dick! No, don't sheath your... Why do you sheath your sword? Geralt, I did not tell you to do that. Ah, he also sucks on this difficulty. Wait, did I load a different save? I don't think I did. Jinsey, maybe you should do your talent points. No, I don't want to. Okay, if he's really tedious, I'll do my talent points before I leave. But only if he's really tedious, okay? Isn't this exciting? I think it's exciting.
Should have surrendered when you could.
You fight well, but you were better once.
The muscles remember.
One thing the Wild Hunt couldn't take from you.
The answer to everything is magic, by the way.
A witcher and a few elves are enough to kill a king?
You've no idea how many people were eager to help us.
You really think they will all keep quiet?
Iorveth's time is running out. The others will be judged and condemned for sowing chaos.
So, why?
You were one of us, Geralt. You saved us. Now we're even. Your witch is good with magic. Think she'll be able to teleport me to Aedirn. If she behaves, I won't harm her.
I'll find you.
See you in Aedirn, then.
As he leaves his sword behind. The bastard.
What happened? Where is he? Where's the Kingslayer?
Fled. Iorveth?
Captured. My men have taken him to Flotsam. The Kingslayer may attempt to spring him from prison.
I doubt it. He needs Triss.
Really? Why?
I've set the elves against him so he can't move through the forests. I have to find Triss first.
Follow me then.
Well, off I go then. All casual like. But yeah, they capture Iorveth when you do that.
That was
Don't
a damn
worry.
good fight.
It won't end that way. I promise. Which means I'm also not going to loot anything because it doesn't matter because I'm not going to keep this save. Because we don't do that to Iorveth, guys. We don't do that to Iorveth. We're not monsters. Like Letho, who's going to do terrible things. Has already done terrible things. What do you mean follow, Roach? I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm honestly so sorry, guys. I really, really am. Honestly. I am. This is the aftermath. Roach, do you not feel at least a little bit sad about it? A little bit? A little bit? No? Okay. Well, I'll see you when we get there. Which will be a bit.
We've got Iorveth. That changes everything. That was a damn good fight.
You already said that, Roach. You already said that.
A truly triumphant entry.
Is it?
Long live Witcher Geralt! Long live Vernon Roach! Here's to you, noble lords! Long live Temeria!
It seems we've given the Commandant occasion to throw a feast.
Open barrels of the best wine! I want to see whole hogs on spits! I hereby declare a holiday! Celebrate, my lords. Today's my treat. No innkeeper or wench will take a penny from you.
Here's to our heroes!
Have a drink, Witcher.
Yeah, no.
Another time.
Well, that's uncalled for, but...
Fuck this guy. Fuck
See
this
you,
guy.
Right. And don't worry about our prisoner. We'll take good care of him.
I need to find Triss. Maybe Dandelion will know something.
Okay, so this we'll skip this once we get to this point, obviously,
Then
but
Geralt whipped out a silver chain and throttled the beast.
I think he's
Her eyes popped and she spasmed terribly as she drew her last breath. That's not even the best story about him. I could tell you many a tale, but I'm a tad parched.
So that was probably about the
for
trigger.
everyone.
I'm gonna say.
And here he is. Honorable ladies, noble lords, allow me to introduce Geralt of Rivia. I was so worried about you.
Dandelion, we need to talk.
Geralt, you're Flotsam's hero. Have a drink. Laredo's buying.
Not now!
Later, Dandelion. I'm busy right now.
Won't wet your whistle with me, old friend?
I need to find Triss.
Triss? Oh, yeah, Triss. Totally forgot. She went to meet Sheila at her rented quarters to see this thingamy megascope or something. Anyway, here's to the beautiful ladies.
The ladies will have to wait. I need you. Come on.
I was lucky enough to get the key to Sheila's nest. Incidentally, for a big woman, the innkeeper's wife is surprisingly nimble.
Dandelion!
Come on.
Stop sleeping with other people's wives! Ah, honestly. But yeah, the feast only happens if you punch Iorveth in the face, obviously, because he doesn't get captured otherwise. Let's go say hello to Roach a second time, because he's getting run over by dogs. Hi, Roach.
Down with Iorveth!
Oh, shut up! I hate everyone in this village except for Dandelion and Roach. And Vess,
Blood.
also.
I've got a bad feeling about this.
You should.
Not good.
No, it's not.
Don't just stand there. We need to look for clues.
A clue! A clue! The dead guy! It's a clue!
Sheila's bodyguard. His neck's broken. No wounds. So that's not his blood.
Nope, it's not.
Triss enters, breaks the guard's neck, then wounds herself? That's stupid.
It's not Triss's blood either. Dun, dun, dun!
A lot of blood. Too much.
Let's read the finely scribbled notes. Because they're finely scribbled. It is beyond any doubt the same creature as that mentioned in accounts of old. The local bookseller's offer was surprisingly broad. I have investigated it as thoroughly as possible from afar. The monster is larger than I thought, and I will probably be unable to slay it on my own. I believe I've already read this. I'll read it a second time. And I did in fact suffice. Dandelion, do you want to talk about the fact that there's a hole in the wall?
Dandelion, look.
What is it?
A peephole. Someone might have been spying.
The brothel's behind that wall. Maybe the madam saw what happened.
Let's go.
Yeah, so this bit also plays out differently depending on what you do with Iorveth, which is also like, there's a bunch of things that do actually change when you punch him in the face. So I feel like it's worth showing, right? Yeah, it is. Hi. Oh, I think she's here, or is she downstairs? I think she might be downstairs. Yeah, the other change I'm going to have to show you is down in the inn.
Welcome, Dandelion. You're in luck. Freebies today. But you still have to pay for a tag team.
Durai, this is Witcher Geralt. We just want to talk.
Tell us who used this room most recently.
Margot and me.
Margot?
The madam.
What is it you want?
Triss Marigold. Red-headed sorceress. She was in the next room. Do you know what happened to her?
We weren't spying. I know nothing.
There's no need to be scared. Just tell us what you saw. I know you looked through the peephole.
Margot was nervous about the holiday. She told the girls to give freebies today. Then she took me to my room and we made love. Just as well, we heard voices and Margot started spying. It was the sorceress and Cedric.
Are you sure?
Yes. We started fighting for the peephole, but finally Margot let me take a peek. Triss said she was going to see who the Ice Queen had spoken to recently. She approached the mirror and whispered something. There was a flash, and a terrible-looking man popped out of the mirror.
What did he look like?
Like a worm. A hungry old worm.
Huh. I wonder...
Triss was aghast, and the worm said, "Why so pale, Marigold? Have you seen a ghost?" Then he smiled maliciously, and...
Why so pale, Marigold? Seen a ghost? What is it now?
Greetings, Death Mold. I wondered who Sheila had been talking to recently.
Spying on each other, eh? That's new. What's your business?
Yeah, so you do not get to talk to him if you are nice to Iorveth.
I'm pursuing the Kingslayer. Maybe you've heard something.
Oh, that gives me the chills. Whoever he is, he's done for.
You'll change your mind when the Kingslayer nails your ruler.
Marigold, think as befits a mage, because right now you bring shame to all sorcerers. Foltest is dead. It's your fault, and as rumor has it, your Witcher lovers too.
You don't believe that.
What I believe matters little. The rumors do. You and your Witcher are finished in Temeria, unless you catch the culprit.
Remember this guy, remember how annoying he is, and then think back on that when we do Roach's Path, alright? Because we're gonna have a bit of fun with him. Seriously, Roach's Path is kind of hilarious.
What did Sheila want from you?
Why would I tell you?
Because you hate her and only dislike me? You wouldn't miss the tiniest chance to make her life miserable.
You're right. Sheila wants to unsaddle me to take my place at Henselt's side.
Henselt hates sorceresses.
Henselt lost his son and is having problems siring an heir. He is no longer a young man. She promised him offspring, said she'd guarantee a child if he finds a young, strong woman. He just need to...
I know where children come from.
prove she's lying, and I'll be most appreciative.
I can't, which means you've got a problem.
Slow down. I still play first fiddle, you know.
Yeah, so sorceresses are definitely able to do this. So she's not really lying, but at the same time, it kind of feels like a setup every time they talk about this, where, because okay, the sorceresses like to meddle in dynasties quite a bit, especially with the Lodge and all that, so there's a sneaking suspicion, at least on my end, that they would just either get this strong young woman pregnant with someone else, or still fail to do it and just, like, finish him off some other way, you know, because Henselt having that much power is not in the best interest of the Lodge at all.
What's Henselt up to?
Are you out of your mind, Marigold? Be glad I'm even talking to you.
I need to know what's going on. Help me, Deathmold, and I'll return the favor.
You know nothing useful to me, and I don't want your graces. You don't tickle my fancy.
He's gay, is what he means. So she can't sleep him into information, I guess. Okay, well, he's not easily intimidated, so we'll say this one. Because he likes that. Triss is just not that intimidating. Sorry, Triss.
You've heard that Philippa has left Redania?
Yes. Do you know where she is?
I do. But first you'll answer my question.
Fine. A single question in exchange for information on Philippa.
See, it's funny, because it still says persuasion failed when it didn't. Alright, which one do we want to know? Maybe I'll reload and show you all of them, but I can kind of answer these already, so, you know. What does Sheila want in exchange for the cure? I guess that one's an interesting answer. I think I might just reload it every so often. Yeah, I'll reload so you can see all of them. It's more interesting that way.
Do you know anything about the regicide? No lying.
Ah, a mistake, Marigold. I really know nothing. All I can tell you is that it's not of Henselt's doing. I'll let you know if I discover anything. Your turn.
Philippa's in Vergen, a small town near the Cadweni-Adurnian border.
I know its location very well. The remnants of Eden's army have assembled there, led by a lass said to have killed a dragon.
Who's the girl?
She commands a rabble of peasants, poor noblemen, and non-humans. Even Prince Stennis Demaven's son can't disregard her. But that's of no consequence. Henselt will trample those vermin and chase them off with whips. What's Philippa doing there?
Telling you won't pay off, Deathmold. You know too little. Farewell.
Bye.
That's all. I didn't hear.
Let me reload that so you can see the rest. Right, next.
What are Henselt's political plans?
You're insolent, Marigold, but I gave you my word. Henselt wants to wrestle the Pontar Valley from Edirn, and to force that weed Stennis to swear fealty.
Prince Stennis Demaven's heir.
The same. Edirn, bereft of the Pontar Valley, will become a principality dependent on Kedwen. Your turn.
And that's important because the Pontar Valley has a lot of rich resources. That's basically why everyone wants it. It's an extremely rich part of the land. So, money, again, next.
What does Sheila want? What's her price for that miraculous cure?
A seat on the Royal Council and the title to 3 alchemical shops which give above £300 in yearly revenue.
Well, well.
If I had a say in this, I'd set the dogs on her. Your turn.
Okay,
Marigold.
skipping that.
That's all. I didn't hear or see anything else.
And now we get to ask her all these... We're asking a lot of people a lot of questions today, ain't we? Even though I could technically just explain these things yourself. Well, you get to see it anyway.
Dandelion, who's Philippa? Do you know her?
Philippa Eilhart, a sorceress counselor to King Radovid of Redania. She's a grand mistress of the world's most fetid cuisine, politics. She's amoral in a crystalline way, so devoid of conscience that she's a phenomenon. Rumor is she's out of favor at the Redanian court, which, if true, she probably arranged herself in order to leave the capital.
Not entirely true. Okay, so real quick, for the people that actually haven't read the books on Philippa, because we're going to meet Philippa soon TM as well. So Philippa is a mage on the Lodge of Sorceresses, and we initially meet her as being a part of the Redanian secret spy society, I guess? She kind of works for the Secret Service, but not really. Like, she works together with Dijkstra, and they also have a romantic relationship. But it seems like she's just using that for leverage, basically, because in the end she also, either she becomes bisexual or just entirely decides that actually she's gay. Like, they don't really explain, but she definitely sleeps with women and stops sleeping with men entirely. So, she was probably using Dijkstra, and at the same time, she was the head of the Lodge of Sorceresses, so she has a lot of power just altogether, but she doesn't start that way. With the lodge, that is. Initially, her plan was just to get a hold of Ciri once she figured out that Ciri was a thing, and what she could mean, and the prophecy and all that. So she's just one of many parties who's after Ciri for her blood, and that's that. She's particularly ruthless in the ways of her going about it, in that sense. Like, she really doesn't care who she has to mess with to get to the point that she wants to be at. Now, I want to just throw in a quick defense of Philippa here, because a lot of people are just like, Philippa's a horrible person. We hate her so much. But, okay, yes, she is. However, she has a reason for doing it, and her reason for doing what she does isn't entirely evil. It's not entirely based in self-interest. She genuinely does believe that if she can't save magic in the world, if she can't, like, steer it in the right direction, basically, that the world is just going to end. And I think the quote was something like, without magic, the world dies, or something of that effect. And obviously, people like Radovid, in the minute, kind of want mages to die, and she's trying to prevent that, because magic is progress, and she's entirely right in that. It's just that the way she goes about it is absolutely abhorrent. So, having said that, yes, she is also very powerful. Don't believe that she is as powerful as Yennefer at this point. Which, I don't think many mages are, just strictly speaking. At the moment, she's no longer after Ciri because she thinks Ciri is gone, obviously. So at the moment, she has different political alignments. I'm not going to spoil exactly what that is, because you do get to figure out what that is afterwards. But the long and short of it is, Philippa is a conniving little bitch. She's extremely smart, quite powerful, and while she has the best interests of the world at heart, she sucks at being nice to people in her effort to get to it. So, was that everything? Oh yes, and she can turn into an owl. It's great. Also, she's really good at mind torture. I know what that sounds like, but yeah. At one point in the books, you kind of go on a wild ride with Philippa and with Shani, and you meet this guy who was like a merchant, smuggler kind of deal, and we need information from him, and Philippa's like, let me at that, and she just tortures his mind until they know everything, and he will never be the same again. So yeah, nice lady, right? That's Philippa.
Dandelion, this is confusing. What do you make of it?
Later, Witcher. We need to find Triss.
Thanks, Dandy.
Have you ever spied on Sheila?
I tried, but she always cast a spell and I couldn't hear or see a thing.
Every time?
She forgot once. But she just sat before those mirrors and whispered, "Where are you? Where?" That's all.
Okay, now I will say this. Is this directly a spoiler? No, not really. Okay, the "Where are you" was directed at Letho of Gullet. I won't say more than that, but that's who she was "where are you-ing." And you'll find out why that is by the end, but yeah, she was looking for Letho.
What happened to Triss and Cedric?
I've no idea. Margot pushed me away to get a peek herself, but I heard a smash, shouting and a fight. Margot covered the peephole with a picture. She was pale and told me to keep my mouth shut. We sat for a while and left only when all was quiet. Margot went to her room and I haven't seen her since. But I noticed Cedric staggering away down the alley that leads towards the forest.
Dandelion, wait here. I'm going to find Cedric.
What about Margot?
Right. We should look for her first. Cedric's blood. I just need to follow it.
Yeah, okay, so we already know where Margot is. You don't actually have to find Margot. That's not a thing you have to do. To continue the quest, that is. But, you know, it's quite interesting to see what happens to her. Because it only happens if you punch poor Iorveth in the throat.
As I stood and stood by her tub.
Gotta figure out which room she was in again. No, further down. Can you shut up? Oh my god!
She gave her noblest parts a scrub.
I wish not all of them would sing all the time. Nope, that's not it either.
Punch his lights out!
You need to shut up so I can find Margot's room. Oh, the Dandelion just
Ever
already
heard
just...
of doing it Witcher and Striggett style?
There we go.
No, tell me.
Well, that's what happened to Margot.
Tries to get it on for
Damn, we're too late.
Why did she?
Doubt we'll ever know.
No, you will.
I'm getting Cedric.
No, you will know. There's literally a letter. And it's this one. There. She tells you exactly why. I see there's no hope for me now. I will soon hear the tramp of booted feet upon the stairs. Then fists in arm and gauntlets will bang on my door. I admit that I was Iorveth's informer, but I will not divulge the name of my courier. Also, fun fact, Iorveth would have probably said nothing. Like, because he's an elf. That's just kind of what elves do. They don't tell you shit, because they hate the Dwan. And they also probably know that they would die regardless. Like, no, Iorveth wouldn't have talked, so this is like Margot having absolutely no faith in our elven master lord. Bernard Laredo is a loathsome hog, and I'd hoped someone would slaughter him like the pig he is. I admit, I wished death upon all the odious specimens that visited the brothel to satiate their lusts, who then returned home to beat their wives and guzzle beer. I hate this place, and I'm happy to leave it, though in a way different to what I imagined. You, who read this letter, know that I don't care about Scoia'tael ideals. I just want your death. Margot. Listen, I'm just a lonesome witcher. That's not what this is. Taking your urns? For no reason, actually, because I'm going to reload anyway. Sorry, Margot.
Remind me, which one was this Foltest they killed?
Wow.
Wait till he drops his
Wasn't he
fucking
the one who
guard!
always wanted us to call him Dad?
As I
The fact that they...
stood by her town.
Can this guy not sing every time I walk past? Like, I cannot hear myself think when he does that. Okay, so the blood literally goes into the forest. I already know where he is. I think I'm just going to walk over there, to be honest. Yeah, so you have to follow this blood, which is just... It's honestly kind of annoying to do. But I'm just going to walk over to Cedric, because I already know where he is anyway. So I'll be right back. Hey, buddy.
Kedmil, Gwynblade. I no longer feel the pain. Always wanted to die among trees.
Cedric, what happened?
Triss asked me for help. I killed the Dwan guarding the door, and we broke in. Again, I killed a Dwan.
I know. Where's Triss?
A Witcher came in. Attacked us. I tried to protect Triss. He was fast. Too fast for me. He hit Triss before she could cast a spell. He knew how to fight a sorceress. Then he ordered her to activate the megascope. He needed to get to Edirn, near the dwarven town of Vergen. Triss said it was madness, that she didn't have the coordinates. He gave her a strange look, threatening. Better give it your best. You're going first, with me right behind you. Then I passed out. When I woke, they were gone. I knew I was dying. The forest called me.
Why, Cedric? Why did you get involved?
Why did you? Sometimes we must.
He had a crush on Triss.
Have I told you about my visions? That's why I drink. It helps. I'm safe in a mist of vodka. See nothing, feel nothing.
Cedric, calm down.
But now I see clearly. You need to regain your memory. Only then will you understand who's killing Crowned Dwan. And why.
How can I get it back?
In Edirn. In a place tainted with dark magic. Where ghosts of the fallen will fight a great battle. Save their souls, and your memory will return.
And then silence. I think it's actually a little bit after that, when he gets his magic, well, his mind back.
What's happening? The forest. I feel a presence.
He's actually a Disney princess.
They come to bid you farewell.
My forest. Varfael, Gwynblade. Farewell.
Oh, I was really sad the first time I had this scene. I liked Cedric. Cedric was nice. A bit drunk, but nice.
Geralt, where have you been?
The Kingslayer, damn it. I almost had him.
He fled.
Teleported to Edirn.
What? How?
He forced Triss to cast the spell.
Shit.
Roach sent me to find you. We're setting off. He's learned something new.
The Scoia'tael are also up to something big.
What's Roach planning?
He went off on Lorethrough, so it must concern the Commandant. It's something important.
What do you know about the Scoia'tael, Zoltan?
They want to free Iorveth and the other prisoners. Your help will be crucial.
When did you join the Scoia'tael, Zoltan?
It's not like that. They're taking the prisoners to Drakenburg. A special prison for non-humans. Bloody monument to human hatred. The Scoia'tael don't trust you. Nor me, for that matter. But you can change that.
Yeah, so Drakenburg only shows up once in the books, and it's actually a Redanian prison fort. And yeah, when you go there, you just die. You don't go there to be locked up, you go there to die. And when they sit in the prison, they get this terrible, terrible wine that they gave it some name involving Dijkstra. But yeah, to basically keep them happy, I guess, sort of, until their death, until they get hanged. And they all sing a song together, constantly. A Song of the Dead, which, if you want, I'll actually type it out in the description below, because I don't know that by memory. But yeah, something about them dancing on the lines and all that. It's very Pirates of the Caribbean-esque, really. And actually, it's also the first time you hear Iorveth's name. Which we'll just assume that it's this Iorveth, because how many Iorveths are really Scoia'tael commanders? There's one of Iorveth's elves stuck in Drakenborg, and you see things from his perspective, basically. And when he gets hanged, he doesn't actually get to finish his sentence when he's like, something like, death to Dwan, or the elves will prevail, or some shit. But yeah, for Eleron, whatever, he doesn't get to finish that sentence, because he gets hung when that happens. Poor guy, right? Poor guy.
I'll talk to them. Maybe Roach the Scoia'tael can finally be useful.
Right, so this is the particular scene that I never see on YouTube. And that is where you don't actually go to talk to Roach, but you go to talk to the Scoia'tael. And you go and free Iorveth. For some reason, no one's ever doing that. And I guess I kind of get it, because if you punch Iorveth in the throat, you probably don't want to help him. But for this reason, I just never see it around. And it's kind of a unique scene, I guess. And it's at the same time, it's the other path, like when you go and help the Scoia'tael, but when you've already helped Iorveth once, you get two choices. You either get to do this, but like minus the Iorveth part, or you get to lead Iorveth through the town, which is the one we'll do after this, which is a different one. But yeah, you get to see everything, basically. I'll hold nothing back. Hey guys, don't shoot me yet. I promise I come with good intentions.
This place. I feel like ants are crawling all over my arse. The Scoia'tael will be heading for Upper Edern. Our contacts there could help you find the Kingslayer.
If Iorveth can trust me again.
They're waiting for my signal. Once I call them, there is no turning back. If you want to help free Iorveth, decide now.
I want to help.
All right, let's do it.
That's the signal. Throwing a stick. Teleported in.
I can't believe my eyes. We swore to find you. You've got some nerve, Whoreson.
I'll help you free Iorveth.
Really? The Sovereign Lord will kindly help us free Iorveth, after he so kindly nabbed him to start with?
Ah, stop bawling. You can gnash your teeth, but the Witcher can be very useful to you, so swallow your pride.
Sure he can be useful, as long as he doesn't betray us again.
I need your help too.
I heard you're going to Vergen.
I'm gonna kill you, Zoltan.
Ach, shut your gob. Geralt's headed in that direction too.
Once we free Iorveth, you'll take me with you.
If Iorveth agrees.
Drakenborg or one more passenger to Vergen. I wonder which he'll choose.
Before he was captured, Iorveth made a plan to free the prisoners.
I was the one to tell him they're kept on the barge in the port.
Now Iorveth's there too. If you help us free them, you'll prove you're on our side.
Excellent.
I'm ready.
We'll meet at midnight, near the river bend.
You mentioned Iorveth's plan.
Everything in due time, Gwynblade. And don't try anything stupid. We've an eye on you.
I'll tell Dandelion to leave town. You did well, Geralt.
Let's hope I don't regret it.
Yeah, okay, so we just walk over there. Can't believe no one ever does this. So upsetting. Right, I'll see you when I get there. Hi guys.
About time. You all ready, no?
What's the plan?
We'll split into two groups. You strike from the harbour, we'll attack from the river.
I thought dwarves couldn't swim.
With a boat. All right. Form up, fall in, and we'll split up on the cliffs.
Like the guy in the back who's holding a sword, but he's not really holding a sword. Her. Okay, bye guys. We're going this way. You coming with me? No? Is it? It's just me? No, I was gonna say. Please. I know there's more of you. Well, that's a little bit of a walk again. I'll be right back. Man, it's so nice to fight alongside elves. Honestly.
Vengeance!
Yes, vengeance. Yes, buddy. See, now we can have fun again. God. Being up. Oh, can you not? I don't appreciate. I still don't appreciate. See, I'm useful. You're welcome, by the way. No, me too. Wait for me. Activate. I don't want his stupid sword. I want to climb. I do like how they're all waiting for me right there in the front, so I can't pass. Hello, other buddies. I see you may want to kill me. I have a sword. I think not. No, stop that. I have elves. Do you have elves? Exactly. That's what I thought! I need more elves. I always need more elves, actually, now that I mention it. Man, they're almost stronger than I am. Hey, Jinzi, you want to use your talent points at some point? Do I? Do I really? Guys, I feel like... Really? Thank you. Never mind, they definitely do not hit harder than I do. What was I thinking? Off I go then. There we are, Riverbend.
Roach.
Where are they sailing?
No idea.
At least they'll not hinder us. Iorveth will guide you to the docks.
Iorveth with double D. Hi, Iorveth. Or at least one of you is, probably. Assumedly. Most likely. Sneaking music commences. That's how you know it means business. Oh no, there are so many. And there's only one Witcher. It's a very good Witcher, though.
What's with all the soldiers?
Did someone tip them off?
We need to warn the others.
Scoia'tael!
Too late!
Or not.
Onward!
I mean, they do have Iorveth captured. You know, you'd probably have more guards at that point, right? Just saying. I would. I would have more guards, but that's just me. Can you not? Can you not? It's a good thing they're all weak sauce, or this would be tedious. But they're all very, very, very weak. I can literally just click forward and that's it. And they die. Having a good time? I thought so. See? You only need one Witcher. I mean, a bunch of elves, yes, but let's be real, it was all me. That was all me. It always is. Hello, buddies. Hello, other buddies. Okay, now you're just outnumbering the guards at this point, so can you really call that being tipped off? Probably not. And then you die. Okay, I'm gonna play this path, quote unquote, until we actually set sail, because there's actually also diverging options for the end of this line. Hi. Hi, guys.
Right head!
Right head!
We must get to Iorveth.
No, we don't. He's right there. When a dwarf yells Vrijheid, it's just weird. Somehow it just doesn't work out. Hi, buddy. Bye, buddy. Hi, buddy. He's standing around, hands on his back, sort of chilling. You know. Why bother? Okay, fine. I'll help killing the rest. Only because you asked nicely. See, without me, they're just completely helpless, these people. You're welcome. You would literally not have made it without me.
What is this? What are you doing here?
Helping.
What does it look like?
I want a hug. Can I have a hug?
Thank you, Geralt.
I knew you'd partner with those hate-mongers, mutant. Think yourself a hero, do you? Sail away, and I'll burn these sluts alive!
We sail. Our women are prepared to die.
But I'm not prepared to let murder happen. I'm going ashore.
Blade blooded one.
Blooded one.
Oh, girls. You blooded one.
Don't harm me!
Where? Don't hurt me. Where? I'm Dorito. Where? Okay, so the choice you can make.
Save the elven women, Witcher!
Yeah, see, I'm not gonna do that.
Burrido's gone mad.
I'm gonna punch the guy instead. Okay. You guys gotta die.
The Witcher's in the right.
I hate them anyway, right? I hated them from the start. We're gonna go and kill Dorito. And in our normal canon playthrough, we're gonna obviously save the elven women. Because that actually leads to something, and as your actually Iorveth will tell you what's going on. So I won't even tell you. Haha. Hi, guy. Ow. I didn't even hit you yet. You can't ow before I hit you. Weirdo. That's not how pain works. Okay, open the door, Geralt. Open the door, Geralt. Thank you. Lorethrough!
I'll do the world a favor by killing a mutant.
That's not how that works. It's just not how that works. I feel like the rolls should work more like in Dark Souls, but they never do.
Bait him, men!
Bait him! Bait him! Don't beat him, bait him! You know, by posting a really aggressive thread, but you don't really mean anything, and he's gonna post in response. Aha. Get baited. Screaming! Yelling! Kill all the guards!
You won't leave here alive!
There's a really high chance that I will, though. And even if I don't, there's always reloads, right? Exactly. There, another dead guy. This is all symbolic and stuff, because it's up here and not down there. Yeah, exactly. I'ma loot that. I said I'ma loot that. Yeah, thank you. Thank you. So, he can also get the Royal Mail Key. Now, we've already talked the guy into opening it up for us, but, you know, there's another way to do that, I guess. Technically speaking, the boat would already be long gone, but it's not because, you know, they're dead. They're all dead. I let that happen. Iorveth's not too happy with that, can I just say. Jump, Geralt! Jump! Go on. There you go.
Did you get him?
Yep.
What happened here?
The people of Flotsam let you slay their commandant, but they refused to help our women. They stood and watched as our women burned alive.
You could have returned to shore.
We jumped overboard, but got there too late. Dandelion ran about, calling for help. Even tried to enter the tower, but he was badly burned, while those human monsters stood and looked on in silence.
How's Dandelion?
He's below deck. Ran out of the tower in flames and jumped in the river. We fished him out. Sooner or later, humans will kill off all the Enshe, all dwarves and gnomes. Then they'll start murdering one another. Your kind knows no other way. It's in your genes. You'll keep killing each other until only one remains, the strongest among you. 1,000 years from now, a dim-witted human barbarian will climb to the top of a pile of bones, sit down and proclaim, "I win." Prepare to set sail!
I always thought that was an amazing quote. Just really good. Anyway, yeah, I'm gonna reload from there because that is not what our cannon is gonna look like, obviously. Also because it slightly somewhat affects the roach side of things eventually, and we're gonna use like the same save, so. But yeah, also, Iorveth severely underestimating human reproduction, clearly. But we're gonna go back to where it all began, and, you know, do a thing. Also, real quick, this is something that you won't see, because we're not going to play through this, obviously. But once you get to Vergen, at some point, Iorveth will remove his headband from his eye, basically. He only does that if you don't punch him in the throat, because otherwise he doesn't feel comfortable around you or something. I don't know. He just doesn't do it. So if you punch him in the throat and then go to Vergen with him, he keeps his his eye covered. If you don't do that, if you help him from the very start, he removes his eye cover. Okay. See you back there, all the way back there.
I don't see any other way to do this. Draw your sword.
Enough of this farce! Vedrai, Enlay!
What game are you playing?
One that you just lost.
I'm sure you wanted to see that again, right? Yes.
Give me my sword.
Okay.
Die!
So he had a bit of a smiley face there. Okay, I'll see you when I'm done with this again.
A witcher and a few elves are enough to kill a king?
You've no idea how many people were eager to help us.
See, I feel like skipping this, but I don't want to skip Iorveth coming in.
Iorveth's time is running out.
No, it's not.
The others will be judged and condemned for sowing chaos.
So, why?
You were one of us, Geralt. You saved us. Now we're even. Your witch is good with magic. Think she'll be able to teleport me to Aedirn. If she behaves, I won't harm her.
I'll find you.
See you in Aedirn, then.
Geralt has a very particular set of skills, you know. He's got this.
Where's Roach?
We killed a few of his men. The rest ran. Is Letho dead?
On his way to Flotsam.
How do you know?
He wants to find Triss.
Kill him. Before he contacts the others.
You shouldn't have trusted a Dwan. Let's go.
We can't go there, Geralt. The garrison.
Of course. I forgot what kind of warriors you are.
Accusing.
Mestere, Gwynblade. Good luck.
The expression on his face, like, yeah, we are. Sucker. He always comes in with this matter-of-factly, alright, well, I've done the groceries, done laundries, Letho dead? You know. Just, I fucking love Iorveth. Alright, okay, we're gonna do the thing again. I'll get to Flotsam. And this time, obviously, well, you'll see. I'll see you there.
Halt!
What's happening?
A riot. Gates closed until further notice.
I found a coin pouch. Nope. Come on, let me in.
Who'd be bothered by a witcher within the town walls?
We were too good to you.
Really, were you?
Right. Come in, White One.
Yeah, man. Who would be bothered by
Fattened
that?
yourselves on our toil.
We're gonna have to punch some people. Get out your sword.
The vultures gather.
Look, lads, another freak.
What do you want?
Okay, we're gonna try and just do this one.
Leave the dwarf alone. He's done you no harm.
Just so it's easier, cause...
Right, he's our neighbor.
Yes, he is.
We best go home, folks.
Okay, I also kind of want to kill him, but like sometimes you're too late with that.
Witcher. If not for you, I'd be a dead dwarf.
Yep, you would be.
Hi.
There's another one.
The humans have gone mad.
There's another two, in fact. Oh god, there's definitely more. Oh, where are you? Oh my god, where have you gone? There was like another two dwarves who were fighting as well. Is that until after you leave the house? It might be, actually. I'm pretty sure there is. Alright, well,
You're
yeah.
killing innocents!
This is what happens when you don't punch Iorveth.
Geralt! And... So what'll it be, innkeeper?
They killed my son. Damned elves. I want their blood for that.
I'm gonna be rude to this guy, because I can.
You'd best calm down if you want to live to sire another son.
Boy!
What do you say?
You'll meet your match one day, freak.
Undoubtedly,
Consider
but it won't
yourselves
be you.
lucky, elven scum. But one day... come on, folks.
Thank you, Gwynblade.
You're
We'd
welcome.
be dead if not for you.
The sooner we flee, the better.
Take care. Who opened the gates of hell?
I don't have any proof, but my coin's on Lorethrough. Rulers are always looking for a way to cover their mistakes and failures. And the mob always loves a circus, whether merry or bloody. This town will never be the same. A time of disdain has come.
The time of the white frost and... Okay, no, not that one. All right, okay.
How did the rioting start?
They say it's revenge for those soldiers who died following Roach. But they were just thugs on Loretto's pay. Almost no one misses them. Spontaneous riot my ass. Loretto's staying out of it, keeping his hands clean. But his thugs are inciting the mob. I've seen several soldiers in civilian garb leading it. But you won't find any proof against the Commandant.
I don't intend to.
Okay, so... Oh, hold on. This actually is part of that.
Why don't the guards do anything?
Why would they? The squirrels slaughtered their cronies, and Loretto hasn't given them any orders.
So this is actually pretty much an exact mirror to the end of the book Saga in its entirety. Now, of course, if you have not finished reading the books, for the love of God, don't listen to this. By the end of the books, Geralt dies. Geralt dies in the pogrom of Rivia. And the way that started is pretty much this. Like, there was some minor incident that set off everyone. However, upon further inspection of the riots afterwards, it was noted that there were a suspicious amount of people who weren't actually from that town in town that day. And a suspicious amount of people who weren't from town were leading the riots in Rivia, which incited that day. Strange that, and suspiciously as well, is that, well, the soldiers didn't really do anything to stop that until after, when they were really, really pushed to do it, I was like, and they kind of did it reluctantly. They didn't really want to stop the riots, and of course, the entire riots were about killing non-humans. Surprise! And then Geralt died trying to defend those non-humans. He was pitchforked to death. So, yeah, it's pretty much the same thing here as it is there, and it's probably not the only one, it's probably not the last one, because the Witcher world is just kind of like that.
We need to find Triss.
Last I saw her, she was on her way to meet Sheila in her rented quarters at the inn. I told Triss about the megascope Zoltan's been building.
Let's find that.
Let's go. There's no time to lose.
Okay.
I was lucky enough to get the key to Sheila's nest.
We can skip this bit, because you've already seen that, so we'll see you with the new bit.
Help!
I've walked into a slaughterhouse.
There it is, that's what I meant. See, I knew there were 2 more dwarves. Bodies! Time for death!
What sort of freak is that?
I am a Witcher.
It's that sorcerer.
Witcher! Okay, so these guys can also die.
Leave them alone. They've done you no harm.
So we're just gonna do this.
Right, they're our neighbours.
As well.
Let's go home, lads.
They're all neighbors. Everyone's a neighbor here.
I just about felt the blades chill between my ribs.
Yeah, so if you...
Done them no harm. Why are they so?
Because they're humans.
Mobs always need a scapegoat after a defeat. Take care of yourselves. The trading post's still boiling.
You gotta leave. You just gotta leave, boys. But yeah, if you don't kill the guards or the we'll call them the idiots. The idiot Dwan, if you don't kill them fast enough, then those dwarfs can actually die. So we're not gonna deal with that today, because we have to go and find Triss. Okay, skipping ahead again. Right, so this is different now.
Dandelion, look.
What is it?
Right, so now it's Durai who's dead, unfortunately.
Come back later. We're closed. They've killed one of my girls.
It's Durai, Geralt. That was her room.
What happened?
They murdered her. Yesterday, they loved her, drank wine with her, told her she's pretty. Today, 5 of them came, drunk on blood, screaming filth.
She had a client at the time?
No, she was with me. What are you looking at? I was consoling her.
I was hoping you knew what happened in the next room. I noticed a peephole. But if you were busy...
We were, until we heard voices beyond the wall. Sheila normally cast spells that blocked both sight and sound, but there was nothing like that this time. We started peeping. Me first. I saw that redhead, Triss Merigold, and Cedric, our drunkard ex-squirrel. The redhead approached the magic mirror and said, "Let's see who our Ice Queen's been talking to recently.
She meant Sheila.
Even I figured that out. She waved her hands, shouted an incantation, and a man appeared in the room, mighty ugly. Derai was so scared, she squealed. When I finally got Derai out of the way, a different figure was in the room, a woman Triss called Philippa.
Greetings, Philippa.
Triss, you're looking nice.
And that's Philippa Eilhart.
Why are you using Sheila's megascope? I can't believe she approved it. That's like using her toothbrush.
Sheila's oblivious to it.
You know, I know that, again, I know people hate Philippa, but I do love her style. Like, her looks are A+. Ah, right.
Do you think the girl...
Saskia the Dragon Slayer? Legend has it she killed a dragon.
Can she oppose Henselt's might?
It won't be easy, but she's already accomplished miracles.
So war is inevitable.
Henselt can't be reasoned with.
Yep, we know that. Okay, I think you can only ask like a few of these as well.
What did Sheila want from you?
Isn't it obvious? 2 northern rulers have perished. We've been thinking on these developments.
Temeria is in chaos and I lost my position. There goes the effort we put into building peace. What's your intention? What has the Lodge decided? I mean, it was created to protect the interests of magic.
We'll adjust to the new order and make use of this situation.
5 years of my work wasted? The peace of Sintra hangs by a thread, and Temeria will plunge into civil war any day now. There's nothing to use. We need to find those responsible and dispense justice.
Calm down. 2 things should be partaken cold. Sorrel soup and politics. Calculate, and don't let your emotions lead you. We can't resurrect Foltest, so stop playing the Avenger. We'll proceed wisely and deliberately. We'll use the situation, understand?
At least help me clear the Witcher's name.
Triss, stop thinking with your vagina and get a hold of yourself. The Witcher will manage.
Oh, it's just funny. Okay, so real quick, again, if you haven't read the books, this is wildly confusing. The Lodge of Sorceresses was involved in creating the Peace of Sintra, and the Peace of Sintra was basically the contracts that was set up after the final big war. I'm gonna just use like the most basic of terms at the moment. The big war, and it basically meant that there was peace for a time, okay? As long as nobody fucked anything up. And right now, the Peace of Sintra hangs by a thread because there are kings dead that were involved in the Peace of Sintra. And they were involved in upholding that peace, basically. And the Lodge is now trying to figure out a new way to still keep the peace alive, basically. Also, Philippa is lying, but I won't tell you about what and why and how, because you do kind of get an explanation of that later on.
Why did Sheila come to Flotsam?
It's a delicate matter. We need someone at Henselt's court, but he hates sorceresses.
I know.
Henselt's only son died in a hunting accident 3 years ago. The king has failed to sire more offspring, in spite of trying incessantly. Sheila claims she can heal the king's faulty apparatus, but needs very rare ingredients.
Which she intends to harvest from the Karen.
Exactly. This way a sorceress will have the king's ear again.
That's all I know, really.
Yeah, and the final option was where are you now? But yeah, she's in Bergen. We already know that. You already heard that from Deathmold. So, you know. Okay, we'll get the entry, I guess.
Dandelion, any idea who Philippa is?
Philippa Eilhart, sorceress counselor to King Radovid of Redania. A grand mistress of the world.
Oh,
She's
right.
amoral. Rumor is she's...
He says that Philippa left on her own accord, but okay, Radovid really hates her. So there's a very good chance that that is not the case. Like, Radovid really, really, really hates Philippa. So, hey.
What happened to Triss?
I don't know. I already told you about the only conversation I heard, just before those murderers came. They kicked me and stabbed Derai. But I heard fighting from the other room. The sorceress was screaming. When the murderers left, searching for other victims, I peered outside. Thought I saw Cedric sneaking through the alleys towards the forest. He was staggering.
Thank you, Margot. I owe you.
Witcher, wait. Give this to Iorveth.
A letter?
The names of Durai's killers. He'll understand.
Hee.
You're spying for Iorveth?
I help him from time to time. Just give him the letter.
I'll try, but I can't promise anything. Dandelion, wait here for me. I'm going to find Cedric.
Yeah,
Cedric's
so you...
blood. I just need to
You pretty much found out everything you otherwise find out, but, you know. This time you don't have to punch Iorveth in the face. Okay, I'll be right back after having done all of this already. When we get to the whole Iorveth part. Be right back.
Iorveth awaits you, Duan.
He's so condescending.
Where is he?
He forced Triss to teleport them both to Edirn.
No. The Scoia'tael in Edirn will pay for my stupidity with their lives. Elias, ready the unit to march. You'll leave immediately.
Remember Elias, by the way?
There was a massacre in Flotsam. The streets run red with your brethren's blood.
I know. That's why I need your help.
You want me to murder humans at your side?
I wish death upon every one of those Dwan. But that's not the point. Upper Edirn is our goal.
Why Upper Edirn?
The Pontar Valley is a juicy piece of meat beset by hounds.
The Scoia'tael bite hardest.
It's our land. Our forefathers' land. I'm no bandit, Gwynblade. I lead a great army.
A great army.
It sounds like you want to establish an elven state.
There is already an elven state. Dol Blathanna.
Francesca Findabair rules there.
Rules? She merely carries out Nilfgaardian orders. We want a truly free state, where an elf could visit a human inn. A land where humans could enter the forest without fear.
And you plan to be king? King Iorveth I?
I've already told you. I know the head the crown would fit. We merely have to place it there.
Whose head is it?
One who believes in integrity, honesty, and honor. A person who won't sell out to Nilfgaard for a few florins. A woman named Saskia.
Is she your fiancée?
Don't mock me, Gwynblade.
It sounds like she's more important to you, not just a woman whose head would fit the crown.
You'll understand once you meet her. Soon the whole world will hear of the Virgin of Edirn. A woman blessed with extraordinary courage.
Has she proven her courage, or is that just talk?
She defeated a dragon.
There are so many things I want to say right now.
You said you're going to Vergen.
True.
Why go to a dwarven town?
Henselt and his army have pitched camp on the right riverbank. The Virgin and a sorceress gather reinforcements to defend Edirn.
Which sorceress?
Philippa Eilhart.
What's a Redanian sorceress doing in Edirn?
Only she can reveal that.
Yeah, okay, so I literally can't say anything about any of this because it's all spoilers, so I'm so sorry.
What does the leader of an army expect of me?
That you accompany me to Edirn. Perhaps you'll find your sorceress there. You'll certainly find someone who will soon change the balance of power in the north.
That's 2 days' travel on foot. You'll never make it in time.
I have a plan.
What plan?
First, you must agree to help us.
What's this all about?
I need to know more before I decide.
No, Vatgern. You helped me with Letho. That's the sole reason we're speaking. We may both be pursuing the same son of a bitch, but I haven't forgotten the company you arrived in. Make your choice now. I'll let you go if you refuse. I couldn't do that later.
Oh, poor Roach.
Count me in. We'll get Letho together.
Excellent. We've no time to lose. We need to capture the prison barge.
You want to enter a town where they're massacring elves? I take back what I said. You're not grandiose. You're mad.
That's what my mother used to claim. Oh, I just love that. God damn, I love Iorveth. Okay, anyway, yeah, I'm actually, I kind of wanted to do the whole other path as well right now, but I kind of have to cut it short here because otherwise the recording becomes too long for me to edit, literally. My computer can't handle that, I'm afraid. So I will see you guys in the next episode where we'll actually sail to Vergen. See you there.